You want to think about opposing magnets, right? So he's extending from his center, I'm extending from my center. It just so happens that right now I'm together with my center, so I'm in a better position. Right, so this is a really good Kemi practice, and really hard. So here, and make sure when you do this that you're fully extended with both hands. So he grabs, I initiate the men part. Okay, so he grabs, he doesn't come in and bonk me over the head. I initiate, he covers, push back a little bit more. This is what I want to work on. Here. And then when you do this, sometimes people pull in here, and they're thinking about this, and they're here, and this isn't so positive. So keeping the focus on your posture, the nature of the contact. Okay? Back stretch. Even though I'm interested in the point of contact, I don't want to, sorry, I'm going to say too much. The thing I'm working on right now is my spine, free from the rest of my body, right? So what I see a lot is when people do Tenkan, they absorb a little bit in here. It's like, I think it's an outward manifestation of wanting to take uke in, so that part is good, but the actual physical part isn't so good. So I'm leading his energy here, and then here, and then I don't want to think about him. Right here he's sat, right? I want to think about myself. So this is a really demanding one for uke. So when he does it to me, right, I grab. I have to continue to extend my ki here. Continue, continue, continue. Right? All the time. If you don't, it's really hard to work on this attack. You know, here, up, down, up, down. They're aligned here, right? And then get off the line. Just in case you think I think I'm all that, I don't. Okay? Here, I'm not blaming you. Here, Ikkyo. So, as I've said before, we create problems for ourselves in order to learn how to solve them, which teaches us about the relationship between Nage and Uke, right? So if I were doing cross hand, I could just come here and do better because that was hard too. Just do Ikkyo, right? Omote. But I set this problem for myself. Why? Who knows? So I don't want to go all the way down, and then I got to come all the way up again, right? So I just go to about here, here, and then this, and this is together, and I want to get him into this tripod position. Okay, and we'll do Ura too. Get to it. Okay, this is still what I'm interested in because as he's projecting forward, that's where I get my opening, right? And that's where I pull the rope on my pull toy, the string. This stays together. Okay, Ikkyo, frozen energy, right? Whatever it is. I don't want to sound like a idiot. Don't get stuck here. It's really not about that, right? It's about the nature of the contact. That's what I want to work with. So she's here, and I want to find where she loses it. There. Okay, but now let's change to Morotetori. Here, same throw the first throw we did. So you're going to move Omote. Close. Don't humiliate. You can take the tree. Okay, so this is the opening. Uke has to cut down, right? As they cut down, you just move so they're in that position. Then the same throw. Then we'll do the other one, Tenkan Ikkyo. Right, so she comes in, I lead her, and it's the same thing. So we'll do two techniques, and we already did them, so everybody has mastered these. So I gotta stay a little ahead of this person because she's intimidating. And the first one, when you watch Nage's position in front of Uke, okay? Do I enter her space? No. I want to get her here. So I'm moving Omote. Sorry. Okay, noticing like a lot of times if we get into this position, which is very common, I mean it was the way I was taught, the whole Chiba style, like this. It's just kind of structurally lacking integrity. So it causes me to rely on my upper body, right? So if I'm here, and I don't know, I can do it obviously. Like I can do it for this, right? Here. I still do that. I haven't figured out how to stop doing that. But for the Omote one, see here, I have a quiet base. The other thing I'm noticing is there's still that compensation with your spine. So for instance, in this one, there's some of that going on. So if you had a bokken, right, and you were going like this, you wouldn't compensate with your spine, right? So why do you have to do it? Your arm can move fine, right? I need that lead. So it's like some image you get in your mind, you could get developed where you're throwing away something, or you're going from white to black. Ooh, sorry. So, the Tenkan one, just keep it up a little bit, which I didn't talk enough about. Don't go down. And then open. So it's sort of like when you black, white, or white, black, whatever works for you. Okay? Over. Lead, right in, Omote. Don't do this, it doesn't work, right? Here, as you do that, come around. Her fingers show you which way to go. Just bear down on the elbow, your knees waiting if you don't have bad knees. Spiral behind and blind spiral. Here, reach under, continue toward the blind spiral. One thing I learned for a seminar I went to last week, so you keep both hands on uke at all times. So when you do Sankyo, don't do it. It looks cool, but it's very impractical. Not that Aikido is practical, but. So here I'm already putting it on. And then this hand comes down. I keep this relationship, stay there. I keep within these lines. If I'm too far forward, she drops her elbow. She reverses me. If I'm too far back, she turns and hits me. Right? So between these lines, back. Pass forward, come around, continue. Right, that's Omote. Actually, I think that's a bit tougher. Here, there's your opening. Come in here, slide down. Now I want to move here. And I just keep this connection. This very tight spiral behind your back. Okay, change partners. So we make an opening now, up. Here's our opening. See how nice and quiet at the bottom? path is. So leave it up. A lot of people wanted to do that. Head first, back foot. Don't try to throw with your upper body. Okay, here. Together with my center, right? My center's piercing diagonally here, and now I want to head here. Instead of separating and trying to throw them. Of course I want to throw them. I think you can follow it. But I don't want to concentrate on that. That's not my only thing, right? Okay? Change partners, please. I know I'm always self-deprecating. It's just reality. I'm very short. Exactly. This is stuff I'm embarrassed. Okay, so here, I get them stretched out. Then I'm going to close the space, right? So with the Iriminage, if I try to come back and he's standing up, right? I'm done. So I have to work the angles, right? Here's my angle. Here's my angle. Okay? Okay, whatever you want, groups.